just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
We are in a sweet spot as far as football weather is concerned today in Nashville. Just enough chill in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Sacramento Condors and the Tennessee Titans. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, McDonald. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
To throw on 3rd down. McDonald. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. From the gun, it's McDonald. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, McDonald. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
McDonald sets to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Rashaan Evans.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Ball carrier.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
This just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards and a Sacramento 1st down.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
This time, Jackson will throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They go play action with McDonald. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
Intercepted.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. This time he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. It's certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Titan football.
1st and 10.
Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, McDonald. Got a man, it's Brown. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, Here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
On third down, Jackson buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
31-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald on the slant, completes to Sutton. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
6-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. McDonald can't get away, and he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Ogunjobi taken down back at the 42.
Throwing on third and long. McDonald. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
It's 2nd and 8.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Rashaan Evans.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business. The coach.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it. This time doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the gun, McDonald. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense, let's go.
Throwing again. McDonald. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
There we go, baby.
Tackled back.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now some pointing up front and a flag down. This might just move them back 5. Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. Nothing is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, after a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the 2nd half gets underway. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
49-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson, it's caught, block it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Carrier. The tackle made by Harold Landry. A 3-yard gain on the
and on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Jackson on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Check. Nike 18.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
And the 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, McDonald. The open man is Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go,
Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Another carry for the running back. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up
to throw on third down. McDonald. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the defense. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
at the 7-yard line.
Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jackson.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Extra point.
Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the slant. Mike's 54.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald, he's going deep for Brown. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. Boy, that went straight out of bounds, and that will set the return team up in the red zone already.
With the score, Condors 7, Titans nothing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jackson now. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jackson.
A 16-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Justin Tucker.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And the Titans are going to recover the football. So 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20-yard line. From the gun, McDonald, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Tackle made by Jay.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Out to his left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins, his 1st touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. McDonald. He finds Corey Davis. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Being chased out left. And a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson steps away to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll give it here to his running back. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, McDonald. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 46. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. They go play action with Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Hey, report. Back to you. 45.
Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. McDonald. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. Out of the gun, McDonald. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. 21. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
A gain of 15. First down, Sacramento.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Here we go.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this